An article came up on Apple News on the Wall Street Journal, and the title of it is "Housing Costs Are So High That Divorced Couples Are Still Living Together." And I can tell you, and I'm going to read a bit of the article, but I can tell you, I have clients that are in that same predicament, that they are getting divorced, and I'll say, and they're not. Maybe they have a home, and they're just going to keep the house 50-50, keep living there because the cost of living is so expensive to, number one, sell and then split the proceeds and then go and rent or buy. And number two, one person just moving out and then the other party buying them out and doing the refinance. In both cases, you're ending up with a higher interest rate on your mortgage. And in any case, your rent will likely be more than your mortgage was in most cases, because rents are out of control as well. And so it's not odd to do that. I know lots of clients that have done that continue to live together. And they basically will just start splitting the cost of everything. They'll split the mortgage. They'll assume we still have to have a division of assets and debts in the settlement agreement of who's keeping what, their pensions and whatnot, vehicles, etc. But as far as that staying in the house, that might make more sense financially. You have a $3,000 mortgage. You each pay $1,500 of the mortgage, let's say, as opposed to, I know here in Santa Clarita, you want a 1-bedroom apartment. It's like $2,800, and you're going to end up living it by yourself. And would you rather have $1,500 for half of the mortgage or pay $2,800 for a 1-bedroom apartment on your own? You can see why people are doing this. So let me read a little bit of this article from the Wall Street Journal. I want to make sure I give them credit. It says, behind the easy arrangement is the housing market. Mortgage rates, behind the uneasy arrangement is the housing market. Mortgage rates are over 7%. Average home prices have hit record highs. We know that. This means that more couples can't afford to leave their home when it's less than 3% mortgage interest rates and set up 2 different households, which I was just talking about. Renting isn't always an option either, given that rents have risen more than 9% over the last 2 years. Estranged couples stuck together are trying to create boundaries. Husband on the second floor, wife on the first floor. They assign his and her cupboards in the kitchen, schedule laundry time, and text whereabouts as needed. One woman locks her bedroom door and keeps her supply of batteries and toilet paper in her closet. That might be a little extreme. Don't tell colleagues about, many don't tell colleagues about the setup because it seems unthinkable or they are embarrassed. They try to maintain civility for their kids and hold tight until they